Hey guys, how you doing? We're gonna talk to you about something that we've seen a lot, and it has a little bit to do with Foodie Beauty and her boyfriend, husband, whatever. It's the catfish. If you ever seen this episode or this channel, I would suggest to you to watch this because you can actually see Foodie Beauty kind of life unfold in front of you. And here's the most delulu person I ever seen on earth. Let's just start watching this.
This woman wants to know the truth about her internet boyfriend.
Is in the group GOT7. He does rapping, vocals, dancing. He's muscular, tall. I am attracted
Yeah,
to
he's
him.
very masculine. He's
He's
wearing
very romantic and
lipstick.
very sweet.
He's a
I
bad
like
boy
the
with lipstick.
attention.
That's
He
the
was
new trend.
handsome, wealthy,
Ew.
and extremely talented. There
Yeah,
was
he's
just
making
one
money.
problem.
He has a reputation of being a bad boy.
With
I
lipstick.
got sent a fake check to my Chase Bank and the check bounced and I
Okay.
couldn't pay rent that month.
Okay,
And he said, so
let's just stop here, okay, for a second. Now you're looking at this woman and this man, okay. Um, the first thing that comes to mind is what the hell? Where is your ego come from? Where's the ego? Sorry, I just finished a cold, so you're gonna hear me clearing my throat a lot. But I just came out of a cold, so yeah. The disillusion is
Delusion.
yeah is very strong. You have to wonder where the pride, where the ego, where the narcissism of these people coming from. She is one victim, but when you look at the victim of catfish in their channel, 95%, and I'm generous, I'll say 98, but let's just say 95, okay, but to be nice, 95% of people are ugly, old, decrepit, invalid, obese, whatever. In life, they will never have a mate. But somehow, some way, that 95% of people online, their vision of having love is different. So if you can get laid in flesh, why would you try out online? How is it easier online when you don't even know who you talk to? And that's the excuse of all these people. You're gonna see they go, oh well, she was trying to date in person, but so she opened her broad vision and went online. Why? You can get laid in person. Why going online? That's my question.
one is trying to blackmail me and wants me to pay them. And that was in the sum of about 4,000.
It just seems like it's maybe a bit of a obsession.
I even bought us engagement rings
Can you imagine?
that are engraved on the inside.
Stick
And
around until the end. We'll
she's
find out if his
disabled.
profile claiming to be Jackson Wang is really an international pop star or just another romance scammer playing with Fauna's heart and cash.
Much of a time to talk. Lately, we
And we're not here to laugh at people and their looks, but you have to wonder.
We just
This
have to bring reality to the forefront.
exactly.
These people who live in fantasy world.
And the channel Catfish kind of play with them also to keep victim to come at them, because when you look at this channel, they kind of encourage the person of la désillusion,
Delusion.
non, en français
Delulu.
c'est non, en français c'est désillusion. That's why I have a hard time.
It's DELULU.
Yeah, look, let's just say DELULU. These people at Catfish encourage the victim to continue being DELULU because they don't tell them the truth. They're gonna say, "Well, you should try to meet in person instead of being straight up. Look, you're old. Uh, you're out of. Some of them are widower. You're out of the market. You're 72 years old. You're disabled. Like this person is disabled. Why would she go online and find people when she has no money, no life, instead of trying to gain her health back, tried to do something with her money. She spent $4,000 on that scammer that she could easily use to make herself to make herself look a little bit better or improve her life, her style, or her health. No, no, no. She went online, get played, looking at men who are muscular, good looking, and very charming, while she has on the counterpart nothing to offer. My question is, if you're a business person or a hustler, who or how would you go in business with someone who has nothing? He doesn't have stash nor money. Say, well, I want to sell drugs for you, for example, or I want to sell knife for your business, but I don't have feet to walk and I don't know how to speak to people. So how are you going to sell knife? Or if you want to sell drugs in the corner, but you don't even know how to hustle. So these questions don't come to these women in their head. Why this man who looks like this will want to lay with someone like me? Is it because pride? Because everybody thinks that now they're worth something? Because we lie to them, like catfish does. They lie to them. They say, "Oh, you're such a good-looking person, or you're such a nice person. Don't give up." When the person is narcissist, or the person is bad looking, they dress up bad. They present it instead to be straight up and say, "Look, lady, you have a face that look like, I don't know, man. You look like a palm tree. You know, you're deadly ugly. You're disabled. Why don't you just stick with disabled people, or why don't you just stick with um, volunteering? Do something. Keep yourself busy. Help people like you. Why are you trying to get laid by a guy who has muscle and look good when you don't? I don't get it. And I'm not saying that good looking people should be vain. They shouldn't.
Or that good looking people or handicapped people can't be good looking, whatever.
Or whatever. I'm just saying people have standard. If I go to the gym, which I don't because I exercise on the farm and we run here, we run with the dog, we're really active. I used to be a swimming champ, but I'm an active person, okay? And let's just forget about the looks. I'm not looking whatever. I have pimples. I'm badly looking, but I'm healthy. Why in my life, me, even if I'm not that good looking person, I have pimples, I have losing my hair, I'm like Foodie Beauty. I would like to want someone that's disabled when I'm an active person, but I'm not good looking. Let's just forget the looks. Just based on health. Why do I would want to share my life as a nobody with someone that's disabled? Yeah, sure, we can be friends. We can talk online, but I would never want to date you. You're disabled. You're a burden to me. Why would I want to have a burden? You think that you're, like I said, your looks gonna make it for it? Because there's nothing that you have that can make up for it. You're a disabled person, madam. That K-pop guy doesn't want you. He never dream of you except maybe in his nightmare there's a beluga tried to eat him. I mean, it sounds rude and bad, but it's not. It's the truth. And catfished channel should be honest with their client, but they're not because they want to avoid to hurt their feelings, and they want to lie to them and continue make them delulu, and they're gonna go to the next guy because these scammers know you're stupid. You think you're good looking or you have something to offer like money, but you are disabled. There's nothing in the balance that you bring to the table. And don't tell me like these horror. Oh, I'm the table. You may look like a table, but you look like a table without no legs. So you're not really worth anything. So you have to look everything with balance. Like if I have this, if that person has that, and vice versa. That's why people get in bad relationship because they don't do the pro and con. They're gonna say, "Well, I'm a burden. I'm like this. Maybe this guy's not real." No, no, we're not gonna do that. And catfish not gonna do that neither. They're not gonna tell them. They're just gonna say, "Poor you." You're gonna see because I don't want to put too much of it. I don't want us to be having a problem with YouTube and license. But I'm telling you, at the end, we're gonna hear these people working there who get paid really largely to tell the person, "Ah, don't worry, you're gonna find someone. Try to date in person." But they probably did already. That's why they're hopeless.
Online.
They're effing hopeless, and now they're online looking for whoever's gonna give them something because they want to get touched and laid and tell them that they're good looking when they're not. But anyway, let's just check this out at the end. I'm gonna make you hear what they have to say. We're not gonna watch the entire thing because these people are very picky and very, So let me just check where right here. Oh my God, she's even. Oh Jesus Christ! All right, let's go, guys. Look at man. Look at Ricardo. Look at this. Look at this, man. Like, all right, let's just see what they're gonna tell her.
It has been ever since mom passed away. I don't have that back me up. I can't call her and be like, Mom, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. So
Of
I
course not.
don't have my
I'll be
best
ashamed
friend
myself.
in my
You didn't
anymore.
deduct this by yourself. That this
I'm
person will
sorry.
never want you. And look, the music.
Do you have friends around you or any other family?
All my friends are back in my hometown. I'm north of my
See,
hometown.
they put the
I don't mean to
mood.
get emotional. Sorry.
As you can see, they put the mood very sad, pitiful, but she put herself into this. Like the good example that I can take for you guys to have is Foodie Beauty, for example, with her ex, with Monsieur Nat Third, in the Paperclip episode. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I find that crazy. She's a victim. Poor person. Oh, poor her. But she's not a victim. She put herself into it. You're not a victim when you decide to go along with something that's obvious to everybody else that's false. But anyway,
Sorry. Let's do this, Fauna. Let's get you some therapy. We'll help pay for it. Let's set that up as soon as possible. And let's get you feeling better. It seems like you're still grieving and you're still upset.
Because I'm going through a lot right now and I can't call her. Especially with the cancer center next week. I still don't know if I have cancer or not.
Well,
Should
we're
have
here
played a
for you,
victim with
and why don't
something
you
else.
let us know? Why don't you text me? Let me know how that visit goes. Why don't you give me a call? We'll chat next week, and let's see how we can get you some help, okay?
All right.
We're here for you, Fauna. We're your friends.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
All right,
they're
block
your
all those
friends.
guys,
These
okay?
people are
Okay,
friends. You
I'll
see
do
how
it once I
you
charge
see
up
how
my
they
tablet.
manipulate this person to believe that they care for her,
Mhm.
that they're gonna be there as friends.
Their support system.
Their support system. I don't believe none of that. This is all BS. These people are BSing the victim. I'm telling you, we're gonna have to watch another whoosh. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I've been
He
bummed.
doesn't want to be touched right now. He doesn't feel like it.
No, let's go big bang. What? So let me show you something else, man. I'm gonna show you that show actually, and like everybody else now, they're using AI to make thumbnails and try to enrich their channel. But I'm gonna tell you, if you are someone that's a creator, don't do it because everybody does it, and it's kind of unnatural
It's
and look.
disappointing, man. You go
Yeah.
watch the video and you don't get what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind
It's
of.
like bad
See, yes,
advertising.
c'est ça. C'est trop exagéré.
It's
Like,
false advertising.
yeah. Yeah, you see, this person here, you have to hear what they have to say at the end, what they tell these women.
Reaches out to you that's in his 20s or 30s with a six-pack is going to
Celebrity. I think moving forward too, Claudia, because I know that you've been in this situation before,
Yeah.
jump on that video call right away. See how you can meet this person face to face. It'll help avoid all this unnecessary dialogue and relationship. You know, you're wasting this time with this person that isn't who they say they are, right? They're just lying to you.
Exactly.
and that money could be going to you. Instead, you're putting it into
Like a
some
horse.
Nigerian dude's
I was like,
pocketbook. So
Yeah.
one last thing, just because you don't have any money doesn't mean a scammer can't scam you. And just because this Mario profile wasn't real doesn't mean that the next guy that reaches out to you that's in his 20s or 30s with a six-pack is going to be real.
Exactly.
Personally, yeah, I think that maybe there's a 30-year-old guy out there, 20-year-old guy out there that will date you, but it's slim to none. It's not. It's far.
Did you see what he just said? You see how DELULU, they're pushing their client?
Yeah.
They make people believe. Did you see this?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, don't
Maybe
believe
you'll have
me.
some
Maybe, yeah.
20-year-old.
But, the chances are very slim. That's what I'm saying. This is lying to their client. Did you see that lady? Now we have to base on looks because we don't have much about these people. But she looks like a horse. Like even the behind of a horse is even.
To be honest, that's all you have online.
Exactly right now. Yeah, and
You're not gonna have anything else because everything else is based on what the person decides to expose.
And feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very disappointing. These people at Catfish should be ashamed. These people should actually retire from their job because they don't know what they're doing. It's annoying. I think their advices are wrong, and I think the fact that they avoid telling the truth to their client, they are fake. Because if they were real, they will be telling the truth to the people that they're trying to help. But every episode, I'm telling you, and there's thousands of them. I'm telling you, I don't, like I said, I'm trying to avoid to have complication with license and copyrights. So if you look at this channel, you're gonna hear over and over. And when you look at the person that's a victim, it's
You hear sympathy for the situation that the people cause to themselves by believing their own fantasies. And these people support them by saying it's possible.
yeah, but remember that guy that thought he was all that and get played? I'm trying to look for this guy. This guy was a narcissistic, hedonist asshole. You need to see this guy.
He deserved what he got.
Oh yeah, there's some people there that actually some are naive or idiotic or delulu, but some of them are completely narcissist, borderline sociopath. There's a man there. I think they removed him because they didn't want to actually promote him. They didn't even know if they want to keep him because he was saying, "Look, me, I love girls. I love them young," and he was like past 50. Crazy stories, but all of them, I'm telling you, they are really similar to Foodie Beauty. A lot of them are similar of the story, the fake love. The only difference is she flew there to go and get him. Some women there, the scammer admitted they were African, and some women were almost willing to go and meet the guy over there. They are so hopeless. Yeah, the scammers. And they really go for the older chick and the older man because they're naive and they don't understand. And now with the AI, it's even worse, guy. Now they have AI today. This one, she got played, but played so bad. But it's her fault because she thinks she's all that, right? Look what they did to her. Now they use AI. You have to see this. This is amazing. Watch this. Man, if I was somebody else, man, oh Lord. Thank you. I turned to Jesus because, man,
Well,
you're
married.
Huh?
You're married. Dude.
No, I'm saying no catfishing.
Yeah, to catfish people.
Yeah, I will be a bad bitch. I will catfish people for millions, but I'm a believer. So since people suicide over this, I will never do it. Since there's someone who's gonna get hurt, I don't wanna do it. Yeah, I want you guys see the video of. Look at this fucking old fool, man. Stupid bitch. These people are stupid. Let me just show you. I want to see the video that they show her because that's it. There we go. Right there. Right there. Watch this guy. Man.
So that's all that I really take from
Watch
them
this.
is the feel good that I get from them. Because from the videos, I don't think I've gotten any bad.
In reality, you look like
that
an
have
old
made me
witch.
feel bad.
So,
My heart, my forever. Happy Valentine's Day.
I mean, wouldn't that make you feel fucking awesome?
We are. My love for you knows no distance. It stretches across every mile.
A lot of nice things.
Yeah.
We found the videos that you were sent.
So I took a screenshot from this video here and I ran it through our website and I ran a reverse image search on this and I had received this.
these cameras.
And there's absolutely nothing I hate more than talking to my fucking phone to do a video, but I have to because shows are selling out super fast for this year's tour, and I'm gonna post an updated flyer. It's gonna be on the next slide. That has all this year's cities and dates on this. Get your tickets while you can. They're moving fast, and I want to see you guys. So get a babysitter, get parking, get dinner, get on a good dress, or don't come naked. I don't care. Here's the flyer. I'll see you there.
So that's his voice.
Mhm.
So this technically doesn't sound
My love, my heart, my forever.
It sounds
Happy Valentine's Day,
altered.
my beautiful wife. No matter how far
Does?
apart we are, my love for you knows no distance.
there's no change in his pitch and in his voice.
And Matt Rife has a lot of personality,
Oh yeah,
Animated.
right?
very animated.
Yeah.
What this person did that you're talking to took this video here.
Shows are selling out super fast for this year's tour, and I'm gonna post an updated flyer.
It's smart, girl.
And they used AI software, ran this through the AI software using a voice similar to Matt
And they
Rife.
put the text
I
in
just
it,
went
and they
to
make the
a
lip
website
with
that
the.
does these types of videos, and I actually created my own video of you. I just took a picture of you, and I just want to show you how
Gonna
easy
show
this
her. Look,
is.
look,
Okay.
look, look,
This is
those
just
fucking
taking
witch.
a picture,
Gonna
right,
freak
and
the
then
fuck out.
generating something. Imagine if you have audio, like a
Should be
TikTok
so.
audio, where you can do it, but
No,
your lips are moving.
Hi, my name is Nancy. I love all of you, and I live in San Jose.
So the software is literally
Yeah,
taking it and then
see?
generating whatever they want.
There we go. DELULU. She really thought that this little
This
man.
guy was after her.
Hey, come on, like, whatever, guys. Please, man. It's the same. Hey, we have someone. Hey, what's up, guys? Hello, hello. Hi. Thank you for watching. We talk about the people who are DELULU. They actually.
Gullibility. People
Oh.
that believe anything. I mean, a lie, a fantasy, a fake story, a fake news. Anything they hear, they believe it.
Exactly. So we try to expose this and relate this to Foodie Beauty because she is in a catfish relationship. When you watch these shows, I'm telling you, man, you can tell right away that she is into it. And Catfish, the company, be careful, guys, because they're not there to help. Actually, if you look the video earlier, we were saying that they encourage the victim.
Yeah, they sympathize with delusion.
Exactly. So please don't fall for this. That was a testing today. It's our first live. Thank you guys for giving us the privilege to be here live. It's organic. We don't buy for followers. So if you want to hear more content, we're gonna be here. We love you guys, and thank you for watching. There's only one person right now, but hey, for us it means a lot. And
Absolutely welcome.
yeah, I mean, we're just two people that trying to make online a better place to chat and have diversity of opinion with respect and intelligence, consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah. Sorry for my language. I'm French, so you're gonna
Accent.
my accent. So yeah. So thank you, and if you have anything to say, please leave a comment. And we're gonna stretch a little bit for another 2-3 minutes. We have to go supper, but we'll be back later, and we'll get the notification. And thank you for watching. I don't know who you are. We don't really see right now. We're kind of getting used to YouTube studio. We had a studio before, but not on YouTube. So we're getting
Accustomed.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, so don't fall for catfish. Watch the catfish
Video.
channel. Yeah, it's interesting to see how people are getting told lies to continue live DELULU in their head, and it's very sad.
I
And
mean, sympathy is the devil's tool, and it's good to have empathy, to empathize with people's situations. But sympathy is another way. It's a backdoor to your attention for the wrong reason. Like your sympathy.
yeah, and to, like I said, you have to be honest with people. If you want them to stop being a victim, you have to be honest. Honesty is what you need in this life. And if these victim, because I have a hard time to call them victim, they put themselves into it. It's like kind of stabbing.
Yeah.
You stab yourself and you want me to say, oh my God, poor victim. But you're the aggressor. You're the one who went online, delulu yourself, thinking that at 75 years old, you're going to get a 25 years old. Like, really? And
You lied to yourself. You followed your own fantasy and gullibility.
anyway, this woman got a shock of her life with the if you see this,
Why?
she's,
What are you thinking?
Stud.
oh yeah.
I don't know what to think. Obviously, you guys know. You've figured it out. So why shouldn't I believe you? That's what you do for a business.
Do you
That-
believe us?
For an old person, that's such a dumb answer, really, because she's an old person. You will think people that get older will get smarter. They will get they have more intuition. But I don't know if it's menopause. I don't know if it's filters
Well-
because they lie to themselves. But there's something in their brain that make them dumber, and I
Well,
can't get
Because
my.
knowing doesn't make you wise. Knowing doesn't make you more intelligent. You have more knowledge, but if you don't know how to use it, you're just dumber.
No knowledge without wisdom
Is dumb.
Is dumb. Yeah, you're right. It's sad.
So you
It's
can
very
get
sad.
old, you can know a lot of things, you can have a lot of experiences in your life, but if you never learn from them, well, you're dumb.
Yeah, that's
You're
why.
an idiot.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You may have, you're not wise. You're supposed to get wiser as you get older.
Yeah, because we are in a range where we 40s, and we're getting older and we're getting wiser, but we also have more knowledge, and we apply our wisdom and the knowledge we just learned.
Yeah.
And as a person that is going towards my 50s, I don't see myself first of all wanting a minor or someone that's underage or young, or that's another how could I say, another phase itself that I don't understand, because when you look at these catfish people, and Foodie Beauty was the same. She's older than Salah is 10 years younger.
You know what it is because these people, because they didn't get wiser and they've spent most of their time repeating the same mistakes, they want to make up that time over. So instead of doing it in their own life, they go look for a younger life, and they want to live through that younger person and repeat the timeline that they messed up their life with that younger person, but fix themselves and have a better experience with that time, that phase that already passed.
Yeah.
She's right now dating a guy who's 30 years old because she spent her 30s doing big mistakes. And she thinks that at 40, she can fix this guy and fix herself at the same time.
That makes sense.
But she can't fix herself because she never fixed herself in the first place. She's repeating the same things that she's been doing for the last 10 years still. And this guy, he's younger than her, so he's catching her experience. He's not giving her any. He's catching what
He's
she's
following her.
Yeah.
Oh, je comprends. Yeah, that's true. It makes sense.
So-
because when you date older person, you need to follow their footsteps.
Yeah, you
They're
gain
not
from
go-
their
yeah,
experience.
you can stay
If they learn.
stagnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they learn, you're going to learn from their experience. But if
Yeah.
they didn't learn, you're going to repeat their mistakes.
Hi guys, as a second viewer, thank you for being here. We were talking about Catfish, the show, and also Foodie Beauty with her fake husband. Now they're using AI. For the people who just join us, you see the AI is anyway, we put the link in the box. You can go see the entire episode. But these people, at the end of the day, Catfish doesn't really help the victim. They actually dramatize the story. They lie to their client
They
instead of.
sympathize with their delusion.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's wrong. So if you get catfish, anyway, we all know who's the catfish. When you see that guy who has no friends on Facebook and he's an army guy or whatever, that's a scammer. I mean, you just have to watch one episode of the show to know that you're getting catfish. And like we said in the beginning of the show, if you delulu enough to believe that you look like this lady here, and you look like this, and you can get a K-pop guy, well, you need a therapist. You don't need catfish. You don't need these people. You need a therapist, because you don't see yourself as what it really is you're disabled, you're obese, and you're a burden to anyone, not just this K-pop guy, but to anyone,
Even yourself.
even yourself. So it's hard for us with critical thinking to sympathize with these women and men because they should know better. Most of them are past a certain age, and it should be, like already known at that age the experience. Naivete is not for 75 years old. You can't be naive at 72
Well, you
except for,
shouldn't.
yeah, except for maybe online and how to use AI, maybe. But to be honest, to for a relationship between a human at that age, it's ridiculous. To us, this is a joke. And just make sure that when you're online, you don't fall in that category of people that are DELULU. I'm gonna say it the right way, DELULU. And stay, keep your critical thinking. Don't get rid of this. It's what's gonna save you. It's a safety mechanism, like your immune system for your body. Critical thinking is what's gonna save you from so many despair in life. And if we take this away because of feelings, because of people fragility, well, we all going to become fragile. We all going to become sensitive, and we won't be able to tell the truth.
Soft skin.
Soft skin, exactly. So don't fall for this. This is a trap. Catfish is a trap, and most people on YouTube don't want ton meilleur, your good,
Your best.
your best. They want you to stay at the victim level or the consumer level. We're gonna come back to Foodie Beauty or Emberlyn Reed. These people wants to keep you at a level somewhere that you're gonna be hooked and give them a certain lifestyle, like the scammer with these old ladies. You have to be careful online. Everybody's there to, on dit chien manger chien in Creole.
Dog eat dog.
Dog eat dogs, or the best, the strongest, le plus fort.
Yeah, the strongest survive.
Exactly.
Survival of the fittest.
Exactly. So just be aware, and as you grow older, please do yourself a favor. When you gain knowledge, please get wise too. It's something that you need as a human being to be a better person. Is even if you know a lot of shit, you need to know to put them all together like a puzzle. Having the picture of the puzzle is not making you a smart person, but building the picture of the puzzle and make sure the pieces are right makes you the builder. So in life is very easy. There's not much complexity of it. Once you know how to get, how could I say, because I'm French, I forget my words, but in life, when you get to a certain point, you just have to stay consistent. I think consistency will bring your critical thinking to a certain level where you're going to be able to use your knowledge with wisdom, and that's the only way. There's no other way by the remaining consistent in your life. And also, maybe I will say humble, because if you have a big ego, it will take you to places, and these old ladies is going to take you places where you won't be able to thrive because you're blinded by your mislead you're
Uh,
blinded by your fakeness, or your
Your delusion.
delusion. So that's it. Thank you for watching, guys, and
Thanks for joining.
thank you for joining us, and we're very happy. Next subject will be probably different. This is our first time. It was a testing. Thank you, guys. Have a good night from Canada. Merci.